Chris Burnett again, Green Dragon and Tai Chi. Today I want to talk a little bit about sparring. So we've been doing a lot of sparring in our curriculum lately, and one of the things that I try to incorporate into our classes is a little bit of realism. But when we spar, of course, we don't want to go 100%, then you wouldn't have any sparring partners, you don't want to hurt your partner. But what you want to do is you want to actually aim to touch them. And by that, I mean, if they do not move or parry or do whatever technique they're doing to avoid being hit, then you should actually touch them. The thing is that you don't want to touch them with full power. So what I see a lot of times is not only people missing, so if my target is right in front of me and they're throwing a punch, they'll throw here to miss, or here, or if you're swinging to make them duck, they'll go way over the head instead of coming right at their face so that they have to duck. So the idea is just controlling the power, okay? So when you throw a punch, you want to extend that punch, right? Open it out. So if I'm here, sideways, I want to extend. Really throw that punch. See how it's slow, relax? So we can speed up over time, but just extending the arm. So what I see a lot is not extending, very fast, jerky punches, right? The speed will come later. Right now we want to have the smoothness. When things are smooth and relaxed, then the speed is an automatic. It'll come in the future. So instead of short, jerky, choppy, right? Extend, relax, open. So I almost said it's not that hard, and I don't know, maybe for some people it is kind of hard, just like for some people to relax is hard. We have to learn how to relax sometimes. For other people it's more natural. But the idea of building up speed is what we want to do in this class, in any sparring environment that you may go to. So this is my analogy. As I was driving on the highway coming back from Pennsylvania, this popped into my head. So if you notice how when you first get on the freeway and you have to hit the gas, you have to match the speed of the traffic that you're coming into, right? So that traffic is fast if you're going slow. Once you merge and you match, after a while, your brain adjusts to the speed of that traffic, right? Any cops around? So I like to drive a little bit faster than the speed limit. Let's say I like to get there a little bit quicker, okay? So by the time I'm getting off the freeway, when I slow down, regular traffic seems so slow to me because my brain is used to going at that speed of whatever I was going. And now I have to adjust to going slow again. Well, the same thing happens in sparring, guys. I had one sparring partner or brother, my actual brother, of course I spar with him. He's done martial arts all his life as well. But I have a brother who is a brother from another mother who was a sparring partner for years growing up. And he and I would start off slow, gradual, and slowly we would build up speed without even knowing it. Next thing you know, we're swinging full speed. You know, if you get hit, it's your fault. But your eyes will adjust, your senses and reflexes will adjust. And so there's no need to start out fast. We start out slow, relaxed, and then build up speed over time. I'm not moving, so punch again. Yeah, so I need to be ready and just, we start out slow and we get used to it, and then we gradually speed up, and then before long we're going fast, and it doesn't seem like we're going fast because our mind has adapted to it. My shoulder forward, see how my shoulder came forward and my head got off the line? But what I don't want to do, I don't want to do like a big movement like that. So go ahead and jab and then punch in. So I just slip like that. And see, I keep my eyes on you. Yeah, there you go. When you do your shadow boxing, throw those in, throw the punches in, dip, step. Even if your style is Kung Fu based or Tai Chi based, you still need head movement, you still need footwork, you still need to engage in order to keep it practical. You still need to spar. And don't be afraid to get hit. When you spar on a constant basis, you build up the neurological pathways, you build up what's known as muscle memory or reflexes. So you don't have to wait as long when you're sparring. You don't have to start out as slow all the time if you spar often. So that way you've already got the movements down. So you've got the head movements down when somebody's punching. You know how to slip, dip, and respond to things. I think what gets people a little bit nervous about approaching or engaging another person fully is the fact that they themselves can be hit. So this is a part of sparring. It has to be that you have to take a chance of getting hit, and trust me, if you're sparring, you should get hit. You will get hit. You know, don't believe movies where there's one guy and he's fighting 10 people and he's not taking a single hit, right? Those kung fu movies, they're nice to watch, but not very realistic. You should get hit. If you're not get hit during sparring, then you're either not engaging or you do not have good training partners. So you want to challenge each other, right? You want to get hit to the point that now you know how to react to it, whether it be a block parry or distancing or head movement, things like that. So what about in an actual situation? So of course nobody's going to start off slow in an actual situation and then build up speed. Like if you get jumped on the street, God forbid, you know, that person, that assailant is not going to give you time to warm up and give your mind time to adjust to the speed frames. Well, two things can come into play here. Hopefully you've trained enough and, as I said, built up those muscle memory reflexes where if things were to happen, you could react instantly. Other thing that occurs in a real situation is your adrenaline factor, your flight or fight. So once your adrenaline kicks in, your eyesight increases, your hearing increases, your speed levels increase as well as your strength. So adrenaline really pumps up the body and preps you to, as I said, either run very fast or fight with all your senses enhanced. So you wouldn't have to rely on a person starting slowly and bringing it up to par. All right. So this is just my little spiel on sparring. Just make sure, in a recap, just make sure that you're actually extending, trying to touch the person. You know, if you get in, you then just, you know, be aware of the ways that you can be hit and work on the things that will stop that or negate those techniques. Work on your blocks, work on your parrying, work on your footwork, getting out of range, getting in the range, ducking, slipping. All right. That's all for today. I want to thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time on Green Dragon Tai Chi.